seeing sales in your digital marketing business or just trying to create a successful digital marketing business in general? On today's video, I'm going to be giving you some game-changing tips that literally changed the game for me, and they're going to change the game for you.
For other girls on a mission like me, mission like me, mission like me. Get that money, mission like me, mission like me. For other girls on a mission like me, mission like me, mission like me. Get that money.
Hey everybody, my name is Sierra Janae and I'm a wife and mom of two, and I help moms and other women make money online selling digital products. Are y'all ready? Because baby, you're gonna need to get out your pen and some paper, because today you're gonna need to take notes. And in no way are these tips in any kind of particular order, although I do have my favorite. They are not in any particular order. Tip number one. Now y'all have heard me say this 1,001 times, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep saying it. You gotta start with a Master Resell Right course. Y'all, this was essential and game-changing for me, because if y'all didn't know this, I have been in the digital marketing space for 8 months, and I personally started with trying to sell my own products. I had like a UGC ebook, I had a UGC bundle, portfolio, everything that you need. And when I tell y'all, baby, it was a quality. It was giving quality. It definitely was. But no one knew who I was. No one knew anything about my products. I didn't do a pre-launch. I didn't do anything. And that is why, yeah, I did receive sales, but that's why my sales weren't consistent. So a lot of you that are life coaches or that have, maybe a credit repair business, you have all of these things and you're not seeing the sales that you want to. It's not that your product sucks. I promise you that's not what it is. It's the fact that your product doesn't have any history, doesn't have any testimonies, and that's what people want to see. That is what's going to make people convert and buy your product. So by starting with the Master Resell Right course, that product is already trending. That product is already doing well. So essentially, it's kind of like a mind thing. Yes, I know it is very possible to get people to convert and buy your product with not having any reviews or testimonies. But if you want to see that consistent sale and that consistent sale on a regular, you're going to have to start with something that is trending and that is already working for thousands of others. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. It worked for me and it worked for so many others. And that's why y'all always hear me say, start with that Master Resell Right course. So now on top of starting with the Master Resell Right course, you're going to want to create a really valuable freebie. Y'all, this one right here, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this and they don't tell you this. Now, they do tell you this in the courses, but I feel like they could go a little bit deeper. Having a super valuable freebie, one, can really show off your personality and can show off what you give and bring to the table in your digital marketing business. But also, it's going to make your customer really kind of okay, I trust you. I mess with you. If she's giving this away or if he's giving this away for free, I know their paid products are of value. I know they're going to be worth, whether that's $97, $197, or whatever price you decide to go with. Y'all, when I uploaded a freebie and really put actual effort into it, people was like, girl, you giving this stuff away for free? How, why and how, or whatever, which easily brought people to buy a $500 Master Resell Right course, which allowed me to start seeing sales on a consistent basis. Now, for my people that are like, what's a freebie? How does that work? Okay, think about whatever it is when it comes to your target audience or your niche specific. For example, I'm a mom. You guys know that my audience is, I help moms make money online. So think of something that you would love to get that, should be worth some money, but you're willing to give it to your customer for free, so you can really start building that trust and start really building up your clientele. I think a lot of people get into digital marketing thinking it's just a one-time sale and that's it. But no, I want my customer to come back for this, and that. I don't want to just get one sale out of you. I want to have a long-lasting relationship with you, but I want to give you quality. I want to give you something of value that is going to help you, that's going to be resourceful for you, or whatever the case may be, if that makes sense, right? So I'm going to just give y'all a quick little example. A lot of us moms, we struggle with prioritizing our tasks, maybe grocery lists and stuff like that. So maybe I could create a quick little free done for you template for moms that kind of is like a planner essentially, but they can use it on their phone or on their iPad to help keep up with things, to help keep up with their schedule and so on. So I'm going to go into my Ask AI. Pretend you are a mom expert. I need you to create me a planner / scheduler with an affirmations tab, along with organizational tips that would help other moms get organized and stay in a positive mindset. I could take these ideas, run into Canva, and create my digital product from this, and this would be my freebie that I would give to my moms. That's how simple it is. And you guys, it don't even have to be that deep. It could literally be ebooks and freebies that y'all can come up with. They come in Digital Wealth Academy, so I do love that. And you can literally just customize them, make them your own inside of Canva and sell it as a freebie. But remember, giving away value for free, because you got to think you're going to come up with so many other products. Like, I feel like people hold on to that one product and like, this should be, people should pay $100 for this. People should pay $200 for this. But don't be afraid to give value, you guys, for free, because again, essentially you want to build those relationships with your customers. You want to build, a really good rapport with your customers, so they will continue to come back. And I kind of touched on this in tip number 1 for obvious reasons, but it is finding your niche and your target audience. I know a lot of people get into digital marketing and they're like, hey, I want to talk to everybody. I want to help, but it's so important to be very specific. I had to personally learn this because I wanted to talk to everybody. Because at the time when I was doing like my UGC stuff and I was promoting that, I'm like, well, everybody can do UGC. Moms, women, men, it doesn't matter. College students or whatever. But by me really niching down and really targeting moms and wives, it creates more of a personal interaction, and people really, I hear a lot of the times, and the feedback that I personally get from a lot of like my clients, customers, or people that have interacted with me on social media is they always feel like I'm talking to them. They always feel comfortable talking to me and sharing, honestly, sometimes all their business with me, because I have created that connection. Now, before, I was trying to talk to everybody, and when I was doing that, I wasn't reaching anyone. So by really narrowing down and targeting your niche, that is going to be essential. A lot of you are probably wondering, well, how do I do that? How do I figure out who my target niche is? Because I'm talking to 9-to-5ers. 9-to-5ers can be women, they can be moms, they can be, whoever, but really think about like how easy it is for you to have a conversation with maybe your friends or your parents or something like that, and think about like how you're very specific. You use pronouns, you use those type of things in those conversations. And that's the thing that I find myself doing. I'm like, girl, or like, or whatever like that, but it creates that trust with your audience. So really learn to target and really narrow down that, because I promise you it's going to be game changing for you in your business. Don't be afraid. It's okay. Don't feel like you're limiting yourself, because I used to feel that way. Like, if I'm just talking to moms, what if all moms don't want to buy this? It's not about that. By creating that targeted audience and focusing on your targeted audience alone, I promise you guys, there is an audience for everybody. There's a community for everybody. Don't be afraid to target down, because it's going to be essential in your business. Being a resource, y'all. People, and this is the one that I'd be like, I don't understand why people do not want to be a resource. Not everything is about money. Not everything is about sales. And y'all, I have personally helped, I know over thousands of people that did not purchase from me, did not buy from me. Eventually, a lot of them did come and buy from me, but I'm not afraid to give value or be a resource to anybody. At the end of the day, I want to help people, launch a business, scale their business or whatever. So even if you decide not to invest with me, and that's why I tell y'all all the time, I'm not for like, hey, even if you don't invest with me, I generally just want to see people do well. And I feel like a lot of people don't really share that. It's kind of like, if you're not going to spend money with me, I ain't got nothing for you. But at the end of the day, what God has for me, he has for me. And y'all hear me say that a lot as well too. And I'm not afraid to be a resource, because again, I've had people buy products off of other people, see me talking about it prior, and then they bought it from somebody else because they were loyal to that person, which I totally understand. The person that they bought it from didn't help them. They felt lost. They felt like they didn't have any direction or anything with going, and they eventually came back to me. Now, granted, I could have been a grimy person and been like, well, sis, you didn't spend your money with me, so you need to figure it out. But at the end of the day, think about if I was like that in the beginning, they wouldn't have came back in the first place. So do your research out here, you guys. I am constantly always learning and always trying to learn more, so I can be a resource for future clients, my clients, or customers that I may have already had. But at the end of the day, if someone just needs help with a genuine question, like, I'm going to help them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't always be in it about money all the time, because you'll learn that you will miss out on a lot of opportunities, and you'll miss out on the whole point of this and the whole point of becoming a successful business owner. You have to be a resource. You have to be a resource, you guys. All right, so the next tip is Stop making things complicated. And I gotta say that to y'all like I'm your mama, because y'all be out here in these digital marketing streets making things complicated. And you don't need to do that. I get a lot of people that ask me all the time, like, girl, do you run ads? Should I get ads? Should I pay for ads? I mean, sis, to each his own, do what you gotta do, but that is not necessary, y'all. Reels and social media is literally the number one way for you to promote your business. Yes, I know the big companies and corporations like Pepsi and Coca-Cola and all that, they run ads, but that is because of the level and the status of their company. But if you are starting out, or even if you have a 6-figure digital marketing business, you do not need to run ads. Y'all, I literally post 3 to 7 second reels, and it has allowed me to make over $50,000 just within the last 4 months promoting my business. Or a lot of y'all are like, oh, well, I don't have an aesthetic background. I don't have an aesthetic home or anything like that. Y'all, that's where y'all are making this complicated. Again, y'all know my niche is moms and promoting to moms, but even if you're an everyday 9-to-5er or whatever like that, y'all, use your surroundings, use your resources that you have now. Stop going out here and feel like you gotta pay for all these different resources when you're starting out. That is why you're not seeing a profit. I know a lot of people are like, oh, should I get mini chat? Should I get all these things? Sis, if you ain't getting more than 100 DMs a day, you don't need mini chat. You don't need all of these social media posting apps or whatever. Y'all, you gotta be in the mud and get it. And yes, you may have some sleepless nights. Yes, you may get tired. And yes, I know it's hard working a 9-to-5 and trying to do this, but you have to think longevity. You have to think long term and have a tunnel vision. And for a lot of y'all, use your current surroundings. You guys, I'm a mom. There's things that I have to do. I don't have, and honestly, this is one thing that I tell my mentees all the time. It sounds weird saying it out loud, but I didn't set my expectations high when it came to my content, because once you do a certain type of thing and people are knowing you for that, they gonna always expect that. For example, y'all know Jackie Anna. She's one of my favorite creators. Sis always gives luxury, has always gave luxury. Now she's a very real person, and I do appreciate the fact, but her brand and what she's built around certain things is aesthetic, luxury, soft girl life or whatever. So whenever Jackie posts content, I'm expecting that. And I think a lot of us expect that. So if you get out here and you give aesthetic because you went and rented a hotel and you was on vacation and you did that, be careful, because y'all, sometimes you can go viral for the wrong thing. And then when you don't always deliver that, your audience will be turned off and leave. So remember what you're posting and what you're posting on a daily. Even if you're not seeing the numbers, even if you're not seeing the views now, people are watching and people like consistency. And so that's why I tell y'all all the time, I didn't personally set my expectations too high as far as my content. I literally film my everyday life, and that is how I promote my business. I'm a mom. If I have to fold laundry, I will prop my phone up and show myself me folding some laundry. If I'm out pumping some gas, if I'm out having brunch with my kids, out at the park with my kids, at Sky Zone with my kids, that is content, y'all. Everything is content. You do not have to go out here and spend a whole bunch of money, have a whole production or anything like that just to get content. Being yourself and being true who you are, again, that is what's going to resonate with your audience. That is what's going to create that relatability with your audience. So don't overthink it. Stop overthinking everything and thinking that it has to give aesthetic. Work with what you got. Make it work for you. Show your house being dirty or whatever like that. That is relatable. People are done with now don't get me wrong. Some people really just do live that aesthetic and do have that lifestyle. So I'm not saying like you can't, but I'm just saying like just watch, kind of faking the funk in the beginning, and then once you kind of start taking off and getting more comfortable being in front of the camera, then you kind of get relaxed, and then people are like, what the hell, this wasn't what you was giving us before. This is why I followed you in the first place. Honestly, the video and what's going on in the background, a lot of the times really doesn't matter, you guys. But are you being educational? Are you inspiring? Are you motivating? Those are going to be really key things into your content that's going to make people convert and make people feel understood. A lot of y'all be wanting people to understand you, but that's not the point. When it comes to actually converting and to start getting sales, your audience wants to feel understood. They want to feel like, hey, they understand my pain points. Hey, this person understands the situation that I'm in and that I'm trying to get out of why I want to transform in my life. So this is where the important piece of your content. Honestly, why do y'all think people promote those type of videos and they have like a G-Wagon in the background or this and that? And it's talking about live paycheck to paycheck. When you think about it, living paycheck to paycheck and a G-Wagon, they don't really go together. But that's why I'm saying when it comes to the content, stop overthinking it and think that you have to give this aesthetic. As long as it's of good quality, 1080p, we're really shoot it in 4K, but when you upload it to social media, upload it in 1080p, but it has to be of value, whether that's in the hook or whether that's in the caption. Be concise, be to the point, because at the end of the day, people's attention span, thanks to TikTok, isn't more than, baby, you got 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds to capture somebody's attention. So make sure you're giving quality and make sure you're educating, inspiring, and motivating. Every time that you're getting ready to post, think about it. Would you buy from you? Do you feel understood, understanding your content? You really sometimes have to like take yourself out of your body and be like, would I buy from me? Is it giving what it needs to give? Or does it just look pretty? Or does it look nice? Or did I just put a trending sound on it so it should just do well? Really think about that, you guys. You have to like really think like outside of yourself and ask people for their opinion. So the next tip is going to be building your email list and getting into email marketing, y'all. Email marketing is something that I've recently learned about and really has really changed the game for my business, because I didn't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm somebody that personally hates emails. And if any of y'all have ever signed up for, like, let's say Fashion Nova, for example, as annoying as those emails are and those text messages are, eventually you always give in and you always convert. And that's the thing that I had to really learn about email marketing with my customers. I would promote my products on my social media pages and I would get sales and I would get consistent sales. But when I started implementing email marketing into it, baby, it changed the game. And let me explain how this works. So I use a website called Standstore, and I love Standstore because it is super beginner friendly, super straight to the point and easy to use. And if you guys are interested in looking for a website to start hosting your digital marketing products on, I definitely recommend Standstore. I actually have a free 14-day trial down below. You can click on it so you can start your store, because it allows you to do so many different things like email marketing and sending out broadcast emails. So what that is, and I'm going to just kind of toggle over to Standstore so you guys can see how Standstore works. But it allows you to go in and send custom emails to your customer as a group at a time. So it's not a one-by-one thing that you have to do. And it's really cool because with Standstore, they give you the option to do that. And like how I was telling you guys about creating a valuable freebie, this is where your email marketing list is going to start building up. And you're going to start signing up, because all you're going to be doing is collecting your customer's name and their email. So my last topic that I wanted to talk about, and this is probably my favorite one, is having a positive mindset, you guys. Having a positive mindset is going to be key to really anything that you do in life, not just running a business, but just in life in general. And I know a lot of y'all get into digital marketing and you think that, hey, I got this mastery sell right course, or hey, I have this product. Why am I not seeing the sales that I want to do? One, you have to put in work, and that work starts in the morning, building your foundation, planting the seed, and really just having a positive mindset. Now, y'all will never hear me say that digital marketing is a get-rich-quick scheme. It's the easiest thing that you can do or whatever like that. Y'all ain't gonna hear me say that. Now, yes, is digital marketing easy once you get your system up and get to going? Yes, it absolutely is. But there is work behind it. And honestly, I appreciate the work and the hard work that I have put into my business, which is why I am truly grateful to see the success that I have seen and the continuous success that I am seeing. But that didn't come overnight. That didn't happen overnight for me. And by having a positive mindset, even when you think you're not doing well, even when your real numbers seem low, even when your sales seem low, you still have to remain positive, because at the end of the day, you have to accept in your mind. And this is what I had to tell myself, was failure was not an option for me. I invested in myself and this is going to work. So whether I have to pivot my journey, do some more, learn some more, take more classes, or do whatever that may be, I am willing to do that. I am willing to put in the work. I am willing to learn more so I can teach others and so I could be a valuable resource, like what I was talking about earlier. Y'all, there's a community out there for you. There are millions and millions of people from all over the world. I have people that I have sold digital products to that are in Russia, that are in Jamaica. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. I have people that I have sold to in California, Texas, Atlanta, from all over the world. So if I am small-minded and I think small, I would not have been able to do that. And a lot of y'all think that y'all friends and y'all family are going to buy from you and support you. And y'all just got to learn that that is simply just not true. 99% of my sales have came from people that I do not know. And they are continue to come from people that I do not know. So you really have to learn how to really change your mindset And rather that's saying affirmations every day, praying over your finances every day, that is something that you need to do. I'm gonna give you guys some of my favorite affirmations that I say. I'm gonna put them right here on the screen. Y'all can screenshot this, write them down, but make them your own. But these are my affirmations that I literally say at least 3 times a day. Every morning when I wake up, I say them. And before I go to bed, right when I'm getting sleepy and I'm about to doze off, I say them. And when I tell y'all, essential for me, and I have changed them and tweaked them as my own. So again, make them your own. But saying those affirmations, you have to believe in yourself, y'all, because this is not an easy thing to do. And again, I'm not gonna say it is, but you have to have some positivity in your mind. You have to be like, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that this business is successful. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure I'm a resource, to make sure that I'm offering value. Y'all, that is gonna be the key into everything that you do when it comes to digital marketing. You have to be of value, because at this point, and this is one question that I love that people ask me all the time, is digital marketing saturated? Is it saturated? No, it's not saturated. What's saturated about digital marketing is everybody trying to do the same thing, and people being afraid to think out of the box, being afraid to do something different. Like, you have $1 million brand within yourself, $1 billion brand within yourself. You just gotta activate that shit. So don't be afraid to think outside of the box, you guys, to do more research. And for my people that feel like you need to copy off of somebody else and study somebody else's page because you're like, oh, I like her aesthetic and she's doing what I wish I was doing. That's great. Use other people that are successful, that are doing well in their business. Use that as a inspiration, but don't copy off of them. Literally, by making things your own and by being yourself, that is what people want to buy, you guys. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. People don't really give a damn about buying a product. It's how you sell that product to them. It's how you promote that product to them. It's how you tell them and inspire them and let them know, like, hey, this product changed my life and it can change yours too. It's not, they don't care that it costs $100, $500, $1,000. People want to buy into you. You gotta look in the mirror every day and say how amazing you are, whatever it is. That is what your focus needs to be, because I'm telling you, I have seen people that are 16 doing this all the way up to 67 years old. And if they can do it, you can do this as well. And I tell y'all all the time, there is nothing special about me that I have that you do not have. So literally learn to love yourself, learn to love that you are of value, you are of resource. And if you don't feel that way, start doing the things that you need to do to become a resource. Alrighty guys, I hope y'all found these tips extremely helpful. If you did, please do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know which one resonated with you the most. Like this video, share this video, and if you haven't already, sis, click on these videos right here because I know they're gonna help you in your digital marketing business. And I will see y'all on the next one.
Got that beat from Jumbo.
This is for the girls getting money. This is for the girls who love themselves. This is for all the girls that's INDEPENDNT. This is for all the girls that be living stress free. This is for all the girls on a mission like me. This is for the girls